Alright, so we open up with a very ominous picture. Some of you may remember this guy as Death himself. The kind of person that you are going to go and meet now. But let's not jump ahead of ourselves. You'll be having plenty of opportunities to meet him before this session is over. Because let's just say that there's a lot of trials awaiting you today. And many of those trials involve people trying to kill you.
Again?
How fun.
Honestly, when did they not?
Yeah, but let's not
That's
worry
the
about
norm.
that right now. Depending on when this session actually airs, it's not gonna make any sense telling things out of context, so I'm just gonna say it now. This is being filmed pretty much at the end of the year, where everybody's fucking busy, where we have some problems with some of the players literally not being physically able to play, and a few other difficulties like me coughing non-stop, and other people of us being busy with real life stuff. Some of us have broken legs still.
I have like
though
another.
he's
I have
been a
another
trooper and
week.
he's still here.
So he has another week to recover, he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. Just a broken leg, you know, no big deal. He'll walk it off.
Mhm.
Walk
Sure.
off, pussy.
But anyway, yes. To cut to the chase, let's just say that this will be the final session.
Ah, shit.
This is the end.
I'd like
And
to
as the
remind
quote it
everybody.
says, nobody can stop the end, because ultimately nobody knew why it came about. So what were you gonna say, Ash?
I said I just wanted to remind everybody I wanted to put this game on hiatus, but no, he refused, so it's his fault, not mine. Just wanna
It's
make
my
that clear.
campaign, I make the choices. There you go.
It's fine, he's probably going to start next one. I'll bring Alexander back. He's a fan favourite, it's fine.
Of
Everybody
course.
loves Alexander.
Yeah, from the 2 comments that we get a video.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
he's-
that guy fucking loves Alexander. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's the only person that comments, so yes, he is a fan favorite.
They
And I
don't know
have
it's
half-
secretly
and I'm-
me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm kind of paranoid that it's you.
Just get 100 comments. I made 100 different accounts to praise Alexander.
So, while death has taken you and you're undergoing your trials, the world's time itself around you changes. Things that may have been, things that might have been, things that will be, or things that never will be. Trials that you may have, could have, and never will, or whatever, blah blah blah. You get the picture. Have faced, will face, or never will face again. Like, for instance, the abominations made of machine and flesh, the remnants of Alexander's hero still remain. His research, though he's dead, his research was stolen by another scientist, one who actually managed to trick you into letting him go after he fulfilled his goals. And I'm talking about Johann Bummersworth, who was actually the one mentioned in in Boland's journals as the one who helped him with parasite research and viruses. After stealing what remained of Boland's work, he eventually managed to tame both machine and flesh, giving his abomination constructs indestructible bodies and small, powerful and compact flesh minds to guide them on the battlefields. An ultimate source of power, one that no matter how many you slay, they just keep coming. The ultimate army that never stops, just like the undead, only much bigger and stronger. By the way, I prepared many pictures like this. This one is basically the one I chose because I like green. But there's a lot of cool things. Also, Alexander, in another world, in another time, eventually found his paradise. And it's gonna need some sense.
Ah,
Unfortunately for him, it turns out it was just a wet dream, so this never actually happened.
Oh my god. I don't think I can live in a world where Alexander actually gets a happy ending.
It's gonna come soon, don't worry.
On your perilous journey, you have slain many giant beasts. You have either slain an elder dragon, but even the elder beast itself paled in size when it came to a giant living, breathing mountain with an entire civilization living inside of it.
I can't fucking kill that.
I can't stab block. That's unfair.
It's just plain unfair.
Your adventures eventually took you to the most peculiar of places, where wars, anger and vengeance still thrived, just like the sword when you faced the humans and demons. But even in the most bleakest of situations, hope and love could still blossom, even between different species who were shrouded in nothing but shadows, anger and death. Moving on. Eventually, you faced against old foes to even the scores. You eventually found out where the Herald of Fire resides, raising his army of dragons to do his bidding, scorching the land and killing everything with fire and brimstone around him. You found out where his resting place was, and went to pay him a visit.
How many times did I stab him?
Along with old friends, old enemies, you made some new ones, who you did not know, but they certainly knew you, and they came seeking vengeance for the lives you have taken.
Sorry, I've killed a
Yeah.
lot of people. You're gonna need to refresh my mind.
Actually, even as a hero, it's like by this point, I've killed quite a few people. Actually, I can still probably count them on both hands, but
Well,
still.
considering the kind of tech he has, can you take a wild guess who this guy is?
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna step back from that because you guys fucked over his world. I didn't. So
We did? What? I'm really confused.
This is the apprentice of Bolan, the one who reprogrammed the machine city to make sure that Bolan will survive. He came seeking
was my
vengeance, bringing a lot of painful explosions and a lot of painful swords that are basically rippers from the Fallout series.
Case.
Hmm.
What did he bring?
Dude, she's not gonna do it.
Ah.
You faced the apex of magic itself, as fire rained down from the skies in the form of meteor showers, against mages who lusted power and destruction, obstacles on your way towards the top. Eventually, you met with quirky characters, which some of you may remember, especially Taliwa the hippie. Though you met as enemies on 2 occasions, eventually you saw the bigger picture, and the shaman decided to aid you. So he bestowed upon you a piece of his totemic might to control the elements. Except Taliwa, because she's a hippie.
no, because Telly, because you just fuck up the elements.
I cause catastrophes.
He just looks at you and he's like, "Why would I ever give you more power?"
While the tamers are vicious and cruel and secluded, keeping only to themselves, they make no friends, only enemies. Taliwa, you manage to befriend them, because they are a kindred soul to yours. They seek out the power of the wild and the raging strength of beasts to slaughter those that stand against them. And you made some memorable friends there. And of course, what adventure is complete without setting sail aboard a giant ship, facing many enemies, Among them, one that would stand out would be the undead captain, who sought a long-lost pearl among the seas that held great power.
Alexander would be slightly racist. Roderick, how you doing? That's for Captain. Oh.
You do realize I can't take my armor off,
Through your
right?
journeys, your past continued to follow you as more of your old enemies emerged. When you destroyed the city of machines, a certain company there decided that you need to be eliminated and sent its best men after you. Luckily for you, you escaped unscathed. Though
Roderick's just getting fed up with all the shit they've done.
continues to loom over the roads it has already established itself in.
Oh yeah, Roderick, we kind of pissed off like a lot of people. You may not
Yeah,
want to
because
ask questions.
Yeah, like Roderick's like probably like, what the fuck are you guys doing when I was gone?
It's mostly mine and O'Sullivan's fault. My bad.
Never. I'm not even gonna comment on that.
As some of you may remember, between the giants that are now extinct and the humans, there was another race. It was a race of half giants or demigods. The females were called Amazons and the males were called barbarians. Both very strong and larger than normal humans. Their strength rivaling that of even the biggest and strongest normal beast that could appear on the landscape. Once they ruled over humans. Humans were nothing but slaves. You met the last of the Amazon race. With her species dead, her army is broken. She alone remained, the last remnant of the Amazon race, and with her species would die.
So, Alex, I'm just gonna say you should probably dump the fox girl. And there's, someone nicer than over there.
I mean, I could probably repopulate, but, it's hard on my own.
I mean, I would totally, bone her, but
To her
I can't.
species, humans are just slaves.
No, dead.
Oh, never mind then.
How
maybe
tall is
there's
she?
a reason that their race is gone. I'm not completely sure.
So mean.
Anyway,
By the way, when you found her, she was trapped by humans, and some pretty nasty things were done to her, as you can imagine.
Oh, I guess we didn't help.
They served her uncooked spaghetti.
God,
it
that's
doesn't
just
always have to be the thing that you
And
guys
finally,
are thinking of.
The one that would probably surprise Alex the most. But you met some quote-unquote old heroes that had a change of heart.
evil as shit, people.
Corrupted by the power of the shards, you found Ruro and Melissa.
Fuck. You just had to give him the White Knight sword, didn't you? You just...
Actually, I didn't.
No, you did,
Oh, I did? Okay, apparently I did.
if you remember in the mini session. So, these are just... Excuse me for the coffin, that's gonna be there for a while.
Shit, I needed to have a
So,
mini session, but I was so
these
busy with
are
school.
just a few of the events that may have been, might have been, could have been, will be, might be, never will be. Many more are still unknown. And many more may still yet happen in another world, in another time, to other people.
When we come back for season 2, and we also lied about this being the final session. Wink,
Hey, give me a second, I
wink
can
to
go.
the audience.
I'm winking more to Ash because he knows what I'm talking about. Wink, wink.
No. No.
Eventually, a new dawn comes. And these events transpire, will not transpire, blah blah blah. Nobody knows. It's weird when there's a lot of fucking timelines left and right. A day has passed and you stand before the Invoker of Time. Are you ready to proceed?
I say I am. I just look at Alexander and say, Alexander? And then I look at Cass. Cass. This will not be easy.
When has it ever been easy?
We really have no choice by this point, you know?
Alexander, are you forgetting something you wish to tell Taliwa?
Oh, right. I was wondering, could we go to a nicer spot on this planet before we leave?
We're in the night. We're in a
He
nice...
just answers for you. There is no nicer spot.
Yeah. Okay, honestly, I will say,
Really?
Roger.
Wait, but there was only just one valley that they fought in. What the fuck happened to the rest of the planet?
Post-apocalyptic war. I don't know. Roger
Yeah,
says.
plus the demons. There's the reason the angels hate them so much. No matter what world they touch, they inevitably destroy it with their sheer presence. They corrupt it and
Anyway.
bring ruin to it.
Roger's saying this is the nice spot for where we're going.
Yeah.
Alexander thinks for a moment, then looks down to Leela. I've kept too much from her over the adventure now and again. So I think it's about time. He's gonna gesture out to the world and go, Leela, you told me about your world before.
Yeah.
Do you feel anything for this planet?
Honestly, not really. The only reason why I saved it was because of you guys.
You know.
If I could cry, I would cry, but I can't because I'm a skeleton.
But, Talila, you know, this planet, I think it's yours.
What?
No. I was just on mine.
He's gonna take out the book and show her what he found about it.
Where's my
Basically,
mother's
by
corpse?
putting the information in there, you can make an educated guess that this is in fact your world in the
What?
future.
Don't you remember your dad's like, hey, you weren't such a kid when you were
Yeah.
destroying the world?
Basically-
Yeah, because we fucked
Wait,
up.
how did I destroy the world?
Dude, remember when Typhon's like, oh yeah, by the way, you're trapped in a nightmare. Congratulations, now now your real bodies are killing everything.
No, that's not it. It's
Oh.
this is the world in the future. In
Yes,
the
How
this
did I
is
world-
your
destroy
world
mine?
after thousands of years have passed. There's still remnants of your lost civilization here.
It's a mindfuck.
because your book, the book actually mentions how the world was destroyed, and it's exactly as you told us.
As if to confirm that, Aulafar, the Invoker of Time, pipes up toward and speaks to you, Taliwa. Why do you think your father remained alive all those years after your mother was gone? There was still a duty he needed to fulfill as the previous Invoker of Time. He needed to pass
What?
on that pendant to you, so one day you will take my place.
Oh, isn't that?
Two questions. Two questions.
Isn't
One,
that fu-
he was the evoker of time, and two, how the hell did he kill all the people on my planet? I'm very curious about that.
The kind
He
of
said
power,
he killed everyone. So
the kind of power the Invoker holds can shatter entire realities.
I'm sorry. Did you, Reggie? Just speak. I'm sorry. Did you not see his body like a few days ago, and then him come out of another portal when obviously he was dead? Huh? I'm just gonna like gesture at him. Look at him. He's alive. And I was like, then I'm gonna look at him and say, how the hell do you do that, by the way?
I'm sorry, what?
I was just gonna.
confused. Wait, were there two invokers, or is it just one?
It's just
No.
one, because remember he died.
There can
But he
only
actually-
be one Invoker. When
I'm
your
not-
father decided to retire and grant me his strength, he settled down with your mother. He smirks a little bit. Fitting, isn't it? How monsters and power always flock to each other. It is not your mother the world should have feared, but your father.
Dang.
Okay, Toledo. My whole point was he has some magic bullshit that can make him super powerful.
Yeah, we get it.
Got it.
By the way, Alexander's gonna look a bit confused. I mean, isn't she a little young to be getting your power? Like,
Yes, she is. But the fact remains that I have abused my powers, just as your father have. So eventually, my body will become impure, and I will have to step down. And then, you will have to become the next invoker of time. This is not a choice, Taliwa. This is something you have to do.
No, I don't want to.
But you can help people, Talila. That's something.
Alexander's first thought, but he's not going to say it. His first thought is like, she could so abuse that.
Yeah, and he just mentioned that people that abuse their power, like her father that killed the world, and him saving a world, leads to them dying, which means that she should not abuse her power.
No, so she
She's
can't
good.
help anybody. She just has to look at time and say, "Oh, that's nice."
She has to look at time and mend the wounds that come with it.
Oh, Alexander knows she's going to abuse the hell out of that.
Basically, it means that she's gonna have to help the worlds and time and existence on a grander scale, not on the smaller scale that you guys are saving a world, because to him that's just small scale.
If I'm the invoker of time, do I get cool armor like you?
You gotta go up. Roderick's like, "You gotta go out first."
Wow.
He just stares at you silently. It is a good time. It will take thousands of years before my time. Hopefully that will be enough for your let's say skills and expectations to change.
Well, she's going to be travelling with me, so 50-50.
Make no mistake, if she dies, there will be no one left to take my place. So guard her with your lives.
I mean,
Yeah, we've been doing that.
I'll guard her with my not life.
Your undead life.
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
first time, the elf actually cracks a smirk.
Yeah, and I'll just don't worry, friend. Oh, I mean, I'm calling him old friend by now, cause like, I don't know. Him and Roger have been
Fine.
through a lot. Like, don't worry, old friend. She'll be fine.
By the way, Telu, in case you're wondering, the hound that's next to him is sniffing and licking Mushi, and they're both having fun.
I bet you every single invoker has a dog.
Oh yeah, he has a
That's-
dog too.
You guys just noticed the fucking mother?
You never mentioned him. I thought he wasn't part
I
of it.
didn't-
Anyway, I say, now we need to get going, old friend. As you said, time is of the essence.
Aw.
Oh,
I
you're
actually was not
horrible.
making that pun. I swear to God.
It's like Alexander's like, no, you're horrible. Quickly take us away from this place. I'm embarrassed.
Do not worry, Roderick. This is one instance in which time will be on your side, because I deem it to be. And he slams his stuff into the ground.
Oh yeah, it's always great to have a person who can say, "Fuck you, time doesn't work how it should be."
Alexander does that all the time.
Well, fuck you then.
You guys are transported to the underworld. Ah, Roderick, we meet again. Seriously, you must be one of my most regular customers here. I find it most unusual.
I've died like 5 times, Death. It's not fun. Why? I don't even want to be here anymore. I just want to die, he says.
Well, that is not for me to decide. Take that issue up with the necromancer.
My duty's not done. I will once it is.
And what of you, Taliwa and Alexander? You find yourself in a very peculiar state, having your fate severed, yet you still remain, due to the necromancer. Now what should I do with you? My deal was for Roderick, not for you two.
You could
Ooh.
try. To be fair, I think you may have a grudge against me. I mean, all the people I've saved, kept from your grasp, all that.
He laughs. Oh no, Alexander. You are mistaken about how death works.
Death is
When
very
you
patient.
save another, you simply replace it for the life of someone else. In reality, no one can be saved.
Yep.
You're very much a downer, aren't you?
I just look over into his death.
Eternity looking at faces like yours. Don't do that to a man.
Oh.
I see
Death
the
has
world
sense.
not as you do, mortals. The way I see it is much different.
I prefer it my way. Much more fun.
I'm gonna, Roderick will step forward and say after that's done, and just say, they're under her protection, and they must see her death.
I understand that. If I did not, we would not be speaking. Very well, Roderick. You may take them on their journey. Though, I think before these events that are in front of you are over, they will curse both you and the necromancer for what you placed them through. He chuckles.
I'm gonna look back at them and just look back at death and say, it does not matter. If they can save the world, if we can save the world, I will take that curse and that hatred.
Such conviction even in death, Roderick. I wish there was a way to bring you back to life, just so I can see you die again. I wonder how strong your conviction would last, how many deaths, how many years. You are truly a specimen I wish to observe longer.
He nods his head and says, yes, but unfortunately, my kingdom was destroyed. You can't see that any longer. You can't experiment on us or me any longer.
You are all about to give me such a grand show, and so many more customers. So, how's about a little parting gift, Roderick? Are you interested?
I will hear you out.
Please don't accept anything from
Chuckles.
death.
If it's death, I mean, fuck, I'll take it. Anyway,
In your final moments before you died, do you know what the king's last thoughts were? Do you know what was going through his mind as he saw his kingdom crumble, and his children, his wives, his countrymen all dead? Do you know what his final thoughts were? Do you wish to know?
he's silent for a long moment and just grates out, I would.
He prayed that at least you would be spared.
I see. Oh.
He just stood in your face to see your reaction.
No, he's just stony. But he's just more silent than he usually is.
They say that you do not know a man until you see his dying face. I truly wish to one day see yours, Roderick.
If things turn out how they are, and if I must do what I must, or what I think I must, it may come soon.
He just chuckles and turns into black mist. After your journey is complete, a few things are gonna change before you continue. Roderick, your ultimate power is now changed. Even though the Fateweaver cannot be killed because he does not have a soul, your ultimate power can bring him out of out of the boundary, the field where he is trapped. And while he is there, he cannot be killed. But if you take him out of there, he can be killed. He will become mortal.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Nice.
Liwa, what will change for you is not yet certain, but on the beast side, you are more attuned to beasts. Basically, you are basically gonna be summoning them willy-nilly, and you
I
you
can
have
summon
control
them
and you
now?
can communicate with all beasts because of your time spent with the beast masters. Alexander, one of the things that you did was also get in touch with the water spirits, which I have forgotten to prepare a picture for that. It was basically a very cool, like, shore picture on a cliff where a woman was singing on a flute and there was a giant tidal wave coming. So just imagine how cool that is. You are now blessed by the water spirit as well. Your mind is serene yet powerful. Your wind powers have also increased, so you can control both water and air now. Right, so let's move on. Right, so disclaimer, there was still a lot of shit I couldn't prepare, so yeah, there's obviously some stuff missing. Too bad. I had a very awesome picture prepared for when you finally break out into the surface, but I didn't upload it, so too bad. Maybe I'll give it to our editor after this thing's over and he can put it in there. Also, don't forget to censor out the wet dream of Alexander. Eventually, you guys make it back to the surface world. You are... I don't have a map for it, but you are somewhere around the center. On your left, you can see the endless fields of destruction where the undead once rose up and destroyed everything. On the right, you see what remains. And it's not that much. Like, Taliwa, the first thing you sense when you come to the surface is death. This world is dying. It's slowly dying, and it's a very peculiar feeling. You feel a very strong presence. It's a druid, just like your mother. She is in her death throes, and with her, this world will probably die, just like yours has. Using the surrounding nature, you get a vision. You see a picture of the druid, a human druid, and she's just waving her arms aimlessly around. She's barely conscious. She's clinging on to what makes her her. She's basically trying her best to make sure to preserve nature. But that's a losing war. Eventually she will be consumed, and with her, this world will die. She just says, "Find me," and that's it.
What can I do?
I don't know, you're a druid, your mother's been going through that shit, maybe she needs some comforting.
She turned into a tree.
Yeah, and this woman is gonna be the next one. Also, who
It's an
drew
apple
that
tree?
fucking bullshit on her? Remove it.
It censors. It helps me.
Never.
Censors what? She doesn't need censoring.
Everything
It's all
you
black.
upload needs censoring.
As you pop out in the forest above, Alafar just is not with you anymore. He leaves you to do as you will. It's time for you to earn your pay, and you're not getting paid, but whatever. Suddenly, there's you hear crows, you know, quack, quack, quack. They start to gather, and when they gather, they take form of a little girl.
Why does she look familiar? Oh, right. Wait.
She seems a little shy, but she just eventually waves over to you guys. Hello, I'm here to help you. Hi.
Hello. I suspect it's probably easy to tell that she may or may not
When
be
you go,
human.
she remembers she hasn't introduced herself and just says, "Oh, excuse me, I'm Crowley."
Roderick doesn't respond. He's just staring out towards his kingdom, or where it was.
Yeah, what
He
remains,
remembers.
more like it, and it's not much.
So,
Who the fuck is
what-
Kuma?
the shrine guy. This is his assistant. No, it could be of the same race. Either one. Just making sure people know where you got it from. Stealing from me. But yeah,
So,
He's gonna
hi,
ask.
I'm Crowley.
I'm Alexander. What do you mean here to help us?
Well, you don't know anything about the above world, right? That's why I'm here. Well, that's where your guide is here, but your guide's kind of in trouble right now, so I came to warn you instead of him.
What happened to the guide?
Well, he was on his way here. If you go down that path, he's actually a couple of miles off. He got attacked by some bandits. He might need some help.
I start walking towards the
yeah.
down the path.
You better hurry and get him.
She bows, okay, I hope everything works out. And then she turns into crows again and disappears.
Some good use.
By the way, I suspect that we're not even near my desert.
Oh no, you're far from it. You're,
Yeah, we're probably on the other side
if
of
you
the
want to
world.
be technical, the closest place you are to is actually Emerald.
Yeah, we're way too far away. I'm just like... I bet my...
We're not even
isn't it-
near my. Well, are we actually? What side of the world are we on? Are we on the side?
Like I
of the
said,
hero
you're
state?
pretty much somewhere in the middle where Emerald is, just
Oh,
west of it.
Oh, so we're like literally right next to the mountain pass. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So eventually, you see on the road that a few bandits are trying to mock some old-looking warrior. He seems like a veteran. He's got some white hairs. He's not that young, and he seems like he is holding his ground. He's not just willing to go down without a fight. They actually scuffle and swing and exchange some blows to each other with the bandits. The bandits seem to be laughing at him and just looking for an opportunity to kill him.
Huh, I see.
So you guys are just
That's
gonna
a
watch them.
picture.
Okay, good to know.
No, I'm gonna go run
No,
in.
we're gonna go. We're just gonna go
And I
help.
just say
Oh, wait,
enough.
Yeah.
They
No,
look
I-
confused for a moment. What the fuck? That guy was not alone?
Alexander doesn't even wait. He's gonna try drop kicking one of the bandits.
As soon as you drop him, the other guys are like, okay, this isn't what we signed up for. Fuck this shit. And they immediately scuffle and start running away.
Wait, I meant to beat you up, and this is not how it's meant to go.
The old guy just sighs with relaxing and puts his sword away. He then pats you on the back, Alexander. That'll do, friend. That'll do.
That's the first time anybody's ever run from us. I'm kind of confused.
Yeah, well, the guy looks around towards you guys. You do look kind of intimidating.
Wait,
It's
we
not
do?
the first for me.
Actually, it is a
Especially
first.
her, yeah, look at those horns. That thing's not natural.
Nothing was intimidated by us back below ground.
Yeah, there
Ground?
was.
Oh,
Mages were
so I
fair.
take it you're the guys I needed to meet. Welcome, I'm your guide. Pleased to meet you. Name's Marcus.
Hello.
I take
Just,
it you're Alexander, she must be Taliwa, and the big ominous guy must be Roderick.
Yep, that's him.
Roderick
Oh.
of Endor, at your service.
Endor. Oh. He just scratches his head. I'm
I know.
sorry.
He just says, "I know," and
I
that's
wonder if I
how he's
should
gonna
start
leave
using
it.
my own title. Then again, Vindar is probably not even heard of in this part of the world. No one speaks my language as well.
What's
This is such a
Vinda?
bummer. It's his home city. The city in the desert. The city of science. Science!
One where that really powerful woman lives. Hmm.
Wait, what real powerful woman?
She, from what I know, in her past, she started off like fighting in some underground communities, and she became pretty good. Eventually, she started traveling the world, beating people up. She's a crazy woman. Apparently, she's looking for someone, and she's very adamant about finding him.
Alexander looks very worried for a moment. He's like, so she's back in the city, right? On the other side of the world.
I wanna know. She's been sighted
I
all over the
guess.
place, so.
She's gonna be very angry.
But yeah, anyway, perhaps it would be best if we start moving.
Yes, it would be better.
It's gonna get dark soon, so you know.
Yes. This is
So I
lead
take
on.
it you probably have a lot of questions about what's going on up here. From what I know, in the underworld, you were left pretty much with no information about what's going on here.
Tell me.
Yes.
Tell
that's
us
true.
everything. He just says, "Tell." I mean, sorry, he's not in the mood for small talk, so he's just like, get to the point. Tell us
He
everything.
scratches his head. Where to begin, though? If you have more specific questions, that would really help me.
How were the which one survived? Was it the Western or Eastern?
The Eastern Kingdoms survived.
Okay. How fared the Eastern Kingdoms? Or was it just one?
Well, I guess I should start for what happened after the war. After the undead were broken, the Eastern Kingdoms immediately opened hostilities towards each other as to who is gonna become the next monarch and take control over what remained. So, as you can imagine, another war immediately sparked. The hero Ephemeron is the one that put a stop to it, through force. He subjugated all the Eastern Kingdoms under his rule. Now, he's in Emerald, and he rules from there as a king.
I'm already starting to regret our decision to come back up.
Hey, it was the best he could do considering the circumstances.
I suppose. I hope.
I say, does no one live? Has no one tried to recolonize the West?
Oh, the hero Ephemeron tried many times. It's impossible. Nothing will grow there. It's dead land. And even worse, what little of our nature was preserved is now slowly withering and dying. Something is wrong with the world. One of the mages of Seven Sanctum, the one in charge of nature, the human druid, she seems to be in distress and unable to control her powers recently. And because of that, the entire world is suffering. It's looking pretty grim.
Tell now's the time to ask him where the hell is she? 'Cause he might know.
I guess
Actually, you don't
we'll
need to, Taliwa, because you know exactly where she is. You feel her presence from one of the towers. And when I say towers, you see 7 giant towers disappearing into the skies. You pretty much can see them from fucking everywhere. They literally pierce the heavens.
I'm suspecting this is all new to me. Like, I've never been on this side of the world where Emerin is and stuff, so I'm like, sightseeing. I'm like,
Yeah.
are these always here?
I start
Just
looking
looking up
towards
to
the
the towers.
west. They've
They were
been here.
always here. What are you talking about? They've been here for 50,000 years. There's no way you haven't seen them. You can see them from everywhere.
I'm on the other side of the world.
You can still see them from there.
No, I can't. The world
They pierce the
curves.
heavens. There you go.
The world
You lie.
curves. I
Shut
cannot
up.
see them. Barbarians who don't even know basic science.
He's gonna start looking towards the west. And where's the pass? I do say I've never been on this side of the world, on this side of the mountains.
If we continue walking through this forest path, in a couple of hours we'd be at Temeran, and from there the pass leads to both the west and the east.
I am so.
Where
not
will you
supposed to
be?
anywhere.
Where will you be? Hang on. Where will you be taking us? I wish to know.
Well, considering you can go wherever you need to go from Emerald, I was thinking I'll take you to Emerald. After that, I've got some things to take care of on my own, so I'll be leaving you there. So if you have any questions I can answer, now would be a good time.
I don't have any right now. I need to think real quick.
That makes my job easier.
Well, how
Are
can we
all
help the
the-
druid?
Hey, don't ask me. I'm just a messenger and a guide
No.
and all that. By the way, do you hear the music? Because I don't hear anything for some reason.
I hear
do.
it.
Okay,
I hear
good.
it.
But yeah, anyway. Oh wait, that's why I'm not hearing it. That was my mistake. Okay, never mind. Right. So yeah, hey, since we'll be on the road for a while and you don't have any other questions, is it okay if I ask you some stuff?
Oh, sort of.
Yeah. Ugh.
So yeah, why don't you tell me a bit about your adventures? I'm curious.
Hey, Alexander Koss. Allow me. And then
look
he's going
forward
to
to
start.
Roderick and Taliwa. Oh, so he's that type of guy, huh?
Yeah.
What type
You
of guy?
used
What
to
do you
it.
mean?
Oh, nothing. Just go ahead.
Anyway, it all started when we woke up within the underground city. I, the heroic Alexander, and then he just carries on from there, of course, like, and my heroic companions, of course, and stuff like that. He's gonna
So,
tell
do you
the
spare any
tale
details
of
or
it.
just go ahead with your grand tale?
He's gonna avoid a world resetting, you know, anything that's a bit sketchy. Like, for instance, the mercy killing of Bolan,
Yeah,
since he
okay.
suspects people are gonna be upset about that.
Hmm. So, you went through a lot of trouble collecting shards. Have you decided what you're gonna do with them?
Yes, and that's classified.
He shrugs. If you say so. Pretty much everybody around here knows about them, so you do best not to flounder them around too much. That was one of the first things the hero of Emerald did. He tried to collect all the shards, but unfortunately, he couldn't find a way to enter the underground, so all the shards that were stuck there were out of his reach.
Alexander started worried that we actually just ended up bringing them to him.
I think my mission still stands. I still have to take you guys to the Necromancer.
Wait, isn't she
Um,
on the other side of the world?
No, she's on
Well,
the
I mean,
west
yeah.
of this side
Oh yeah,
of the
she's in
world.
the west, but she's pretty far off. So yeah, after stopping at Emerald, you can just rest up and probably head there if you want. Or you don't
we're
need to
gonna.
rest at all, I don't know, it's up to you.
Honestly, guys, nothing lives on the west side from what I'm getting.
It's like
Nothing.
So do you have any other questions or should I move on?
No,
I
I
think we-
think that's. I'm good.
Eventually you guys reach the city gates of Emerald. And you get the welcome wagon.
Do I see? Hang on, before we get into it, do I see any Ishimura? I mean, Vindar airships around? Because that's what we use to trade.
No,
Or
there's no
even
such
sailing
ships around.
ships. Hmm.
So this is Emerald. It seems to have prospered. Because it was, from what you guys probably remember from history books and whatnot, the city was definitely not this big nor this successful. It has definitely flourished after the war. And it was definitely rebuilt. So at the gates, there's a lot of armored knights on horses, like leave the gates, and they salute you and say, "Well met. Are you Alexander, Talua, and Roderick?"
Alexander nods.
The hero of Emerald wishes to meet you. We will escort you to the throne room. Please come with us.
Alexander's gonna look towards Roderick, and he's basically going, "Is this a good idea?"
I look at them, and I look at him, and just I shrug, and then I just shrug. It's up to you, and I'm gonna be sarcastic in that shrug, and just you're gonna get the feeling. It's like it's up to you, oh great hero, from your story.
Will we have time to stop at a tavern first? I mean, we've been traveling for quite a while. He asks for knights.
Don't worry, we've prepared the carriage so you can rest along the way.
I guess we have no choice. In the carriage.
Your guide
Teenage in your hand.
shrugs his shoulders and says, "Well, we parted sooner than I expected, but hey, who knows? Maybe we'll meet again." And he smiles and waves at you as he leaves.
I have no doubt, he whispers. And then he's gonna get
Alexander's
into
looking after him, and he's gonna go, "That guy was someone important, wasn't he? We've been through this dance before."
probably. Roger just says probably. He's gonna look at the carriage, look at his like super heavy armor that only he can wear, and then look at his sword on his back.
I can imagine stepping inside, and you know when a fat guy sits in a car, it's just gonna lean to one side dramatically.
Yeah. Roderick just says, "I'll walk," and then point me in the right direction.
Some of the knights look a bit confused, but say, "Alright." So as you guys are making your way slowly through the city, you see that it's not just for show. On the inside, people look happy, like life is bustling. This is something you would have never imagined in any of the places you were underground. People are happy here, and everything seems to be peaceful. Everything's fine. Even though most of the world lies in ruins, this place at least is flourishing. You don't know how the Eastern Kingdoms are right now, but everything here is fine.
Yeah, Roger just is. This is his world, and he's just basking in it. You know, at least something survived from his sacrifice, or something. You know, like his death.
Eventually, you guys are brought to the palace, and once you enter, you are immediately taken to the throne room. What would surprise you is that there's actually no guards around the palace. Nobody is protecting the palace. All the guards that are protecting the city are on the walls and patrolling the streets. Nobody is guarding the palace.
He
itself.
doesn't need protection.
Yeah. But still, you know. There's not even servants, by the way. And while you are taken to a very flashy room that's supposed to be, to welcome kings and queens and all that, you're surprised that you actually do not stay there, but the person escorting you actually takes you somewhere to the side, to some other small rooms that have been used probably as a war console and whatnot, which is basically now a one-man base. You see that there's definitely somebody who's been spending a lot of time here. On the side you see maps of the world, of expedition, documents that need signing. There's a lot of bandages and materials, and also tools for fixing your own weapons and such. This is basically a person that has an entire fucking palace, but all he needs is one room, and he's used to just having that, and he doesn't need more. And as you probably suspect, somewhere to the side you see a dinky old bed, and that's it. Like definitely what you wouldn't expect from someone ruling a kingdom. Eventually the guy leaves you there, and somebody enters the room. First of all, she enters the room. She says, "Oh, hello. I know there's not much furniture around, but make yourselves comfortable, alright? He'll be here shortly."
Okay, thank you.
I like your headdress.
Roger just.
The elf looks towards you, Taliwa, and smiles warmly. She seems very happy to see someone of her own race.
Yeah.
Roger just sits on the floor.
Oh god, not another one. She sighs.
Another.
Apparently somebody else has the habit of sitting on the floor as well.
Oh. I thought she meant like another undead. Roger freezes. And then he relaxes or something. Alright.
Mm.
He just sits on the. He doesn't say anything.
I don't think there's a chair that can support you.
Yeah.
Ah, what's that? The noise.
Eventually
Ow.
someone else walks into the room. Oh, Valerie, I see you've made our guests feel welcome. Good. I'll take it from here. She just goes to the side and sits somewhere calmly by the window. The guy walks up to you guys and smiles. Hey, I've been waiting for you guys. Took your time, didn't you? By the way, around his neck you see a necklace made out of a lot of crystal shards. Like, you can imagine that these are pretty much the remaining ones that you don't have. He's collected everything that stayed above ground, and it's
Of course
now
he
around
did.
his neck.
Of course he did. Because he's.
You know, I've been wondering this for a while, but how
He
did
brings
you
his
know?
hand forward so he can shake hands with you guys.
Alexander's going to shake his hand, but he's going to still talk. He's going to go, how did you know that we would be here?
Well, even though I couldn't go down there, I have my sources. He smirks. You're not the only ones who have friends in high places.
Of course
I'm
not.
not sure we can call them friends apart from one.
Yeah, well, let's just say the times dictate who are enemies and who are friends, but ultimately, I'm pretty sure we can all be friends. So, yeah, even though I was sort of expecting you, I sort of wasn't expecting you either, so I haven't really prepared any tea or anything. I hope that's alright. You guys must be tired, right?
Well, a little, but we've been through worse.
Roger just says, I'm not.
By the way, he walks over to you and gets really uncomfortably close to you as he examines you. I heard about your condition, but this is curious indeed. The elf behind him coughs and says, "That's very inappropriate and unpolite." Oh, come on. You don't mind, do you, Roderick? It's
I
okay.
breathe like frost just comes through my face, right into his face, and says, "Get out of my face."
Okay, I touched a nerve, my bad. I thought you didn't have nerves anymore. And he laughs, because, you know, that.
By the way, apparently all great heroes act like this.
We have that part covered. Yes, I remember you all those years ago.
From what I hear, you were probably part of the undead army at one point, weren't you?
I was.
Hmm.
Andor, I was part of Andor, the kingdom that guards the Western Pass.
I see. Shame. Yours was one of the first kingdoms we could have saved. If only they would listen to me.
He chuckles a little bit. I've tried to come to terms with it. Do not give me that. And he's just gonna, fall silent again.
Okay, I think we succeeded in killing the mood. He looks over towards his elf friend and says, "Help me out?" She just shakes her head and doesn't look amused. Man, everybody's so cold today. Jesus. No respect.
I know that feeling. Alexander says as if like,
You have to earn our respect, Alex.
The hero just nods like very understandingly. He understands that pain.
it's okay, heroes don't need respect.
Hey, I want respect.
You're king. You're not allowed to be
It's
respected.
just a title.
Pick
Plus,
one.
I don't like that title very much. So, he looks towards your containers that probably hold the shards, Alexander. What do we do now?
Honestly, I don't know. I wasn't expecting to meet you like this.
Yeah, well, there you go. What are you gonna do? And he shrugs his shoulders.
Yeah, I
I
guess.
kill the Fateweaver.
Kill the Fateweaver. That's an interesting statement to make. Because I was thinking the exact same thing.
I'm starting to get really confused about all the crossing information I'm hearing.
Yeah, well, considering how fucked up everything became after this artifact was destroyed, nothing would surprise me at this point.
I've even heard things about you as well.
Oh? I hope
Yes.
they're flattering.
Like
I'm surprised
wheezing.
he's not. I'm just gonna say I'm surprised you're not stuttering.
Stuttering?
This is the one you look to. I'm talking to Alexander, just out of the blue. 'Cause this is your
No,
senpai, isn't it?
Alexander
This-
raises
this
his
is-
eyebrow. What? No, that was Bolin.
No. Well,
Heroes don't have other heroes to look up to. They're doing their jobs.
keep
Or
telling
they
yourself
were
that.
the hero of Emerald laughs.
And I'm just gonna look at Alexander. Do you want to take this? Because I'm not in the mood. I've tried, guys.
You know, I did hear that you got stabbed by him. Do you still hold a grudge? It's okay to hold a grudge.
I'm not in the mood. I wish to
He's
see my
holding a grudge.
kingdom.
It's just like he's holding a grudge.
Actually,
Just to be
I
pissy.
think the hero of Emerald just bitch slapped him.
Yeah.
He didn't even give me a proper fight. He just slapped me.
Well, I mean, I was just a puny skeleton back then.
Yeah. I mean, he was not even himself, so...
You sound like you grew up. Like I was just
Oh, yeah,
a
he
puny
definitely
little
grew up
skeleton back
after
then, and
I actually-
then I grew
I
into a big
actually-
skeleton.
I actually did grow up because I now have actual flesh, even though it's not pretty. I have super armor that like the necromancer gave me, a sword that she gave me. Yeah, I think I grew up. And all that.
Anyway. Yes, I did see your confrontation within the tower.
Yes, I must admit not one of my proudest moments.
And what you said.
If only I was a little bit stronger, I could have ended it all that day. It shames me to admit I failed.
But I also heard what you said as well. About the world.
Oh? How would you know that? No one was present there except for me, the Fateweaver and the Necromancer.
There are ways. As you should know.
He smirks. Apparently you have friends at higher places than mine.
God, this dick measuring contest. Who's the better hero?
He then cuts you off. But
It's me.
anyway, it's getting late. I assume you guys would want to rest. We can continue talking about the finer details tomorrow. So he looks over to his elven friend and says, "Prepare some rooms and dinner for them, alright?" She just nods as she starts getting up. Oh, right, before that, Alexander, before we do anything else, let me have your shards so I can prepare them.
Prepare them for what?
Well, he touches one of the shards around his neck. Yours are still raw. If you notice mine, not so much. You notice that his shards are not emitting any evil force like yours and corruption like that. He's used some way to pacify them. I'm gonna need to make sure that the things around your neck are not gonna cause any trouble for the people around here. This city has over 1 million souls in it, and I would like to keep it that way if you don't mind.
Now, you think I would just hand my shards over to you despite knowing what I know?
He shrugs his shoulders. I don't know what you know. And frankly, I'm not asking you as a king. I'm asking you as the hero of Emerald. I'm asking you to not endanger lives without a reason.
I am. After all, I've heard it said that you want to use these shards for much more nefarious means.
He laughs. What are you talking about?
I told you before that I heard your words at the tower.
So? He shrugs his shoulders.
It could be a moment of weakness. That's true. But then there is the confirmation from others as well. Yeah, if I remember right, by the way, they did say that he said he wanted to destroy the world with all the shards, right?
Yes. And this
Someone
is
did
not worth
mention that.
saving. Roger's gonna speak up. No, he's not. I'm just gonna look at Alexander, and then whisper, and then just say to him, "I will take them. They will not corrupt me."
Well, they could.
I think you guys fail to see my point. I think that after you've collected so much shards you would know, but just their sheer presence attracts calamities and problems. Have you not experienced many tribulations getting them? Have not many people come to claim them from you?
Oh, nobody's come to claim them from us, to be fair.
Well, they
Someone's
would have,
mugged
but
us.
you know, some events came out of order. So
Yeah.
basically, yeah, he's saying give them to me because they would be safer with me. And besides, if you're that worried, Alexander, that I'd do something evil with this thing, he's laughing about it. Obviously, he's trying not to show that he's hurt about your accusations. He says, even if I wanted to use the artifact, I can't, because in order for the artifact to be put back together and used, it's gonna take weeks of preparation. It can't just simply be assembled.
How long does it take to reshape them, like yours?
I'd say about a few hours at most.
I'm just gonna say out of character, you could go with him and just make sure he's not gonna do anything bullshitty with them.
True, but I was actually
You are-
thinking more you doing it. You know, the ceaseless watcher of never sleeping and having no other social life apart from watching people. I think you're a good
I mean-
fit, actually.
Oh, jeez. Fine.
Seriously, you guys, I don't need a babysitter. I can manage on my own, you know.
I
I
remember when
know.
somebody said that to me and then immediately stabbed me in the back. I remember that
Was it-
time.
Flip a coin, Alex. Are you gonna go or am I gonna go?
How about we flip a coin?
Alright, fine.
Oh, for crying out loud. As you guys
Heads or
flip the coin,
tails?
he just snatches it from the air.
Alright,
Seriously?
Alright, it's decided. I'll go.
Uh,
And I get up and I'm gonna lead the way.
He just shrugs
I-
his shoulders and rolls his eyes.
I'm gonna pass off my bandolier to Roderick to take them with him.
I'll take him.
Right, well, I guess dinner for two then.
It was going to
Between
be
Liu and
anyway.
Alexander.
It was going to be anyway. I don't eat.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you can eat if you want.
No, I'm not taking my helmet off.
Okay, that's up to you, man.
Because he's ugly.
Says you, who's a virgin, but Alexander.
Wow, low bow, huh? Going
Yeah,
right
man.
for the, going right there, huh? I see
No
how
holds
it is.
barred. Yeah.
I see.
Anyway,
Okay, old
I
man.
just
So yeah, during the night they can eat up and rest up while Roderick you're watching as the hero
Yeah, I'm just-
purifies Alexander's shards. After a
Yeah.
few hours, like you said, everything seems to stabilize about their power and they're no longer emitting their corruptive energy and such. So they seem to be a lot more stable and secure. He basically
take
used
it.
his divine magic to fix
I just
wounds.
take. After that, I just take him.
Oh no, he's not gonna let you. Whoa, big fella, what the fuck do you do? What are you doing?
Those are ours. We collected them. You didn't. They belong to Alexander.
Oh no, that's not how it works, man. These shards stay here where they are gonna be kept safe.
I should not have let him have them.
See, I know. I know. Immediately stabbed in the back.
These shards caused so much pain and misery. They're gonna remain here where nobody is gonna use them again.
Are you sure? I'm gonna actually. I want to see what's not. I want to roll. I know we haven't done it in for fucking ever. I need to look at the Pathfinder rulebook to do that wisdom thing. It's like what's not really as it seems here.
Well, we're not playing Pathfinder, but roll
Not
wisdom.
Pathfinder. Yeah, that's what
That's
I meant.
because we haven't had
Think
really
of-
any interaction with people that we could have used it on. One place we could have used it on, we actually did a good thing by saving the Angel of Lies. So
Okay, so what exactly are you looking for?
What is not it that it seems here? Is he telling the truth, or is there something he's keeping from me?
So you wanna focus on his words.
Yes.
Okay, so what he told you that about the shards, and he truly means what he said, that these shards have caused enough misery and it's time for that to stop. But what he is lying to you is that this artifact, he believes it's gonna be used. He doesn't know when, how, but this artifact is probably gonna be used again. Because let's be honest, your guys are all mortal, so eventually somebody's gonna use that thing.
I'm gonna
He
look at him and
believes that
say,
this artifact is gonna have to be used someday.
yes, but is he gonna have to use it? Does he believe he's gonna use it? That's
Oh
my
yeah,
big
he
thing.
believes he's the one that's gonna use it. But he is not sure when and how.
I'm gonna look at him and I say, I understand everybody looks at you a hero. Alexander, Talila, the city, the Eastern Realms. But trust me, if you used it to destroy this world or attempt it, I will kill you. And I'm gonna let his hand go.
He smirks. I'll keep that in mind, Roderick.
And I'm just say, put it in the vault if you wish. But just
Don't
remember.
worry. I have a better place for it. Vaults can be broken. Where I'm gonna place this, nobody's gonna touch it again.
I just watch him. I'm not gonna say anything else. That's my piece was said. If he's gonna try to do it, I will destroy him or attempt to kill him, and he knows it.
He doesn't seem on edge at all.
I know because he's so goddamn powerful, but
You
I'm
actually don't
saying.
sense pretty much any power from him.
oh, well, you know.
Eventually, this woman walks back in. She seems to be a specialist in sealing and barrier type magic, so she seals the artifact away after he assembles it together. Even though it's assembled, it's not really working. Like he said, it's gonna take weeks in order for the artifact to truly mend itself. So she just
He's
seals
glue.
it off.
All right, so if I kill her, she can't summon. All right, sweet. Just making sure.
After she's done sealing it, he pats her on the back and says, "Good job." Anyway, it's getting late. I think I need my beauty sleep. What about you, Roderick?
Actually, how far from Imran is the Western Pass, and could I make it to the Western Pass in one night?
Just to the pass or towards the western lands in particular?
Western lands.
If you wanna make it to your kingdom or to the Necromancer Tower, it's gonna take you at least a week.
Well, my kingdom was like right at the pass's mouth because it was like a city. I remember it was like a small kingdom, had like a big city that like guarded the pass from like other people and stuff.
Okay, let's say you need one night to get there.
I have something to do. I say, I don't sleep.
If you want, I can provide you with something more. He looks you up and down, suitable for your size. I mean, it's gonna be easier than walking.
And what is that?
He scratches his head. He then whispers towards the elf one. I didn't think you would actually accept. I have no idea. She then rolls her eyes and says, "I'll have a carriage reinforced, and it will be ready in 10 minutes."
I will. I just want to. Where I'm going, I don't think they wish to go.
The hero just shrugs. Suit yourself, Roderick. You do what you must.
All right, and I'm just gonna leave the palace. I'm gonna write a note for Alex and tell him saying, "I'll be back."
Or you guys can meet him along the way.
But his nostalgia finally gets the better of him.
Anyway, let's take a 2-minute break because I'm gonna piss myself. Be right back.
Okay.